can I fix this with this? Not without a little bit of cleanup in the shop. Probably ought to turn the heat on too. All right, folks, welcome back to the shop. Yeah, the question, can I fix my truck with a 2x4? Can I do it? I don't know. It's cold. My heater's been on for 4 hours. I can still see my breath. And we're coming out of Snowmageddon 2025. Snowopolis. I don't know. We got snow, is what I'm trying to say. It's cold, and my bench is cold, Mars. Anyway, let's take a walk out to the truck, and I'll show you what it is I need to fix with a 2x4. It can happen, maybe. Yeah, we got some snow. Poor truck. Oh, that's where we're going. If I can get up this hill. Oh boy. So this is a 95 Chevrolet. And as much as I love Chevrolet, it does have its, oh man. It does have its issues. Like every 95 Chevrolet will have. One of them is that. You can't close the door. It's over here. You guys that have been following the channel for a while, yes, still has a power steering leak. So this guy is supposed to go on there. Held in with those screws and some clips that are broken, and so I need to recreate this. And it's really cold out here. So let's go back inside, see if we can figure out how to do it. Okay. Whew. So here's my part. I think the biggest problem I'm going to run into is how it hollows out here. 2 points of contact right here, which I think is going to be my main focus for attaching this. To be honest with you, this is a no frills pickup truck. When it was ordered as a work truck. No power windows, no power locks, no power, nothing. The headlights are like a couple of candles. Can't really see at night. And it gets 11 miles to the gallon. But I need to be able to close the door. So with all of that said, what I'm trying to tell you is, if I need to just run a screw through the top of this into the plastic, just to get some attachment back here, that's fine. This thing is, well, let's see how tall it is. It's 2.5 inches tall, and I don't think it really needs to be. It doesn't really matter. It's not like it's not a lounge. I'm not having cocktails over there on the driver's side. The width of this is perfect. I can just cut this out and be done. The thickness of it, again, I can make it whatever I want. I see that I haven't thought this through. You're watching my brain smoke on camera. So let me do some contemplating on this. Okay, well, I did some looking. Had to go back up to the truck through the snow. And by that point, I had changed into my tennis shoes, so now my feet are cold. Anywhoots, this has to be this big, okay? I went up to get this piece. That tells me where my holes are at that I need to drill in this. But it has to be this thick, and here's why. I thought I would just lay a 2x4 on there, screw it in place, be done. No, never that easy. It mounts at an angle. Get the angle there? I don't know the angle. I'm just going to make an angle, but it has to be this thick. What I've been doing is, you can't see that, but I basically drew a rough outline on this top piece. I have to figure out how I'm going to inset this piece. There's still smoke coming out of my head. I'll do some thinking on this and I'll figure it out. Okay, here's what I figured out. Didn't figure out nothing. What I figured out, I went ahead and cut a scrap piece at 45, went back out through the snow up to the truck, and that's going to put me really, actually it's going to put me really close, but not all of it is 45. This is a very, It's becoming a pain is what it's coming. It might be cheaper for me just to order the thing off Amazon, but I will persevere. I'm going to keep going. What I'm working on now is this. Get this down to a 1/2 inch. That's my goal. Yep, glasses. Pushy, hickey thingy. We're just going to rip this on a table saw. Hello, my name is Fred, and I let glue freeze. Oh well. It's not, I don't think it actually froze, but it did get cold. Burr. You know, like they all say, if they're cold, if you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside. Well, it's inside. It's just not heated. Let's see if it comes out. If it comes out, it's fine, right? I'm going to go ahead and glue these two pieces together. Sure. It's getting there. Okay. Oh my word. Hello? Boy, oh boy. It's cantankerous. Might be the word I'm looking for here. The thing is that's not going to take a ton of glue because it ain't like it's going to be under stress or anything. Just pulling a door shut on some premium Detroit steel. Oh, now it's coming out. Stop now. Okay, that's enough. I get it. It warmed up. Yay. Okay. Okay. Now what I could do is run some screws in this. Well, no, actually I can't because my next step is to cut the 45 in this, so disregard that. Just forget everything I said. When you're clamping this stuff up, you always want to make sure you have one clamp going the opposite direction. You don't have to. I just do because that's the direction it's going. As it does nothing. Don't worry about it. It's just easier for me to get to. I'm going to let this set for a little bit. Think about my life choices and General Motors vehicles and come up with an actual game plan. Okay, I think I figured out how I'm going to do this. And when I say I think I figured it out, what I mean is I went over and played on the lathe for a while. But I still came up with an idea. You can't see this. This is the pull. It's going to pull this way. This is the side that needs to be 45. So before I cut out this kidney bean shape, I'm going to go ahead and put a 45 on this, and then I can go ahead and cut it out, and it should be correct, or it won't be. I don't know, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I've done a lot of sketchy things in my life, and this is probably going to be one of them. For me to get the 45 on the part that I need to cut it up on edge, for one thing, and I need it to stop right here. I don't know. Sure. As I said, I'm not cutting all the way through the piece, so I'm not going to worry too much about the kickback sketchiness factor of it. Here's the thing, I just don't like cutting 45s. you know, I just don't. I'm going to use this, and we'll use this, and we'll stop right there. And if I pull this off, it's 3:30. I might just shut her down for the night. I'm half a tank of kerosene into this already. Anyway. Now I have to cut that to get that piece out, and that's probably, and I can't cut all of it. I just don't know. I got it. I got it. I got it. I'll show you. Conceivably, this blade looks, yeah, it looks like 45, right? Sure, let's go with that. So I'm gonna bring it out here and cut it from here in. And if I get it close, I could do the rest with a handsaw. Sure. Power on. Where are you at? So I'll get you a little clip. Coffee. Careful with the coffee. I'll get you a little clip. Glue. Frozen. Get you a little close up here. That's where I need to router that to about there, and that's what the screws are going to run through. But, okay. Don't worry that it went in there a little bit, because that's all going to get routed out, remember? So, okay. What I got, let me tell you how loud it is when ice starts falling off this building. Okay, let me get my sander up here. And I made a little bit of a template type of deal there. It's probably not even close. Okay, so you saw a couple videos ago, I was trying to use this paper, it came with it when I bought it, and I haven't done nothing with it. So, wife kind of jumped on me a little bit and said, hey, dum-dum, that's what she calls me. She said, why don't you just get some sandpaper? Oh, excuse me. She said, just get some sandpaper for it. It can't be that expensive. And she's right, it wasn't. This was an Amazonian deal here. Good Lord, how do you get that apart? And this particular, can't use it. This particular pack came with everything from 60 grit up to, I think, 400. Am I ever going to use 400? Probably not. But there's been times when I wish I had 60. 120. Does it have an 80? I would love there to be 80 in there. Hey, what do you know? There is. Okay, let's get that. Ooh. '80's probably rougher than what I need, but it will take no time to get through it, that's for sure. All right, we're going to put this in a safe place. Nope, it's going to go right over here. Wow, sorry about that. Burn marks on here. I'm trying to use this thing before I get out of there, huh? Wonder why it matters what direction it goes. Seems all right. If you have a rigid, I know this to be true for rigid, I don't know about the other ones. and you need belts for it. It is a 4-inch by 24. Okay, that was really my big holdup of me buying it. I didn't know what size it was, but guess what? We have the internet. So, all right, what did here it is. I'm gonna try and make this temp latte into something that looks remotely right. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My question is, how did I have this thing for probably 2 years now and not have decent sandpaper for it? Golly, what a difference. Okay, got my handhold routed. It's cut out. I'm just gonna do some sanding in there. Again, it's going on a truck, so that's where the 2 holes are gonna get drilled, and that's gonna be my anchor point. But I've already gone further than what I said I was going to, and now I am going to shut it down for the night, and I'll pick it back up in the morning after I refill the kerosene heater, because it's going to be 19 degrees tomorrow. Move to the Carolinas, they said. It'll be warm, they said. Good morning. It's cold again. Yep, see my breath. You ever have one of them bills where you just kind of get in the middle of it and you're like, nah, I'm over this. This is becoming that build for me. Spent part of the morning kind of shaping, walking out in the cold and testing and doing all that. It's close. It is close. I have about, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch I need to take off of this, but it has to stop here at this handle. So I'm going to need to be mindful of that. Since I've already done some shaping, it's a bit wobbly. But I think if I hold it here, it should be steady. I should be all right. And then the front part of this, after doing some testing, is not really even close. And looking at the old one, this actually tapers down quite a bit, and I didn't pay attention to that. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and cut this and see where that puts us. I have no idea where my safety glasses are at. Oh, that's fine right there. Okay, so I'm starting to get at that point where I have to decide if I want it to be great or if I want it to be just good enough. Again, it's a 95 Chevy pickup truck. Does it need to be great? No. My front here, upon further review and going back outside and getting cold, this tapers down. And actually it tapers in this way, I think, quite a bit more. This could work, but what I'm going to do is round this corner a little bit, because it does need to come forward a little bit. I set it on there and I marked the line along the bottom, but I don't know if that really matters or not. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything with that. I'm going to concentrate on this area up here, getting this rounded down the way it needs to be. And yeah, I cut this out and maybe I didn't need to, but it sets on there. And I'm pretty sure I can run a screw through it, and that's really all that matters. So I got ice falling off the roof. So I'll just go ahead and kind of work on this up here. Okay, let's talk about finish. Well, before we do that, let's not talk about finish. This is the first set of holes that I drilled wrong. This is the set of holes that I drilled right. It now screws into place. I wasn't going to put a finish on this. I was just going to let it get dirty and nasty because it's a work truck. You know, that's what work trucks do. But I was digging through the old stain compartment back there and found this stain by Zinsser. It's got a bullseye on it, called Briar Smoke. And it's got a bit of a gray tint to it. It's going to be darker than the interior in my truck, but at least it'll look like something. And so I'm thinking this is all a huge mistake. Just put that dust anywhere. Good enough. So right in my eyeball. Because it's already stained. Because I'm staining this, I went ahead and hand sanded it up to 220, which was far more than I was going to do. And I think this is going to be a wipe it on, wipe it off type of thing. And I don't know where to start. How about right here? And of course it's a 2x4, so it's going to suck it up really quick. There may not be a wiping off. It may just be put it on, be done with it. And then of course now I'm going to have to come back and put a coat of poly over this to seal it. Because remember what I said, stain is not a sealer. It might say so on the can, but it's not. Okay. Alright, now we'll start getting to the good part. I don't know if the color's going to show up on there or not. But anyway, it's grayish. And because there are parts of this that stick out further than what they should, don't know whose fault that is. I'm going to go ahead and stain pretty much the whole thing, which again, wasn't going to do. Huh. That's not too shabby like that. There you go. Up next to the interior, it doesn't look great at all. But you know what? It's nice. It's all right. I still have to run a screw through here. Not a big deal. I finished it with 2 coats over the bottom and everything that's we don't care about, and 3 coats over the top. But it already is functioning better than with nothing, which is what it was all about. I can close my door. I don't know if I can get off of this hill without killing myself now. But anyway, thanks for sticking around, watching until the end of the video. I appreciate it. I always love hanging out with you guys. I'll see you on the next one. In the meantime, God bless. Oh my God. Guy's gonna die. Okay.